But anyways, we have one of the great comedians here in DFW. I'm being sincere right now. Every time I see him, I am in awe of how good he is. And every time I see him, it's new stuff, and I really respect that. This guy is a man amongst boys out here, and I'm really excited to watch him. Finally, someone funny and charming and likable, right, folks? Right? Please, give it up for the mensch, the man, the myth, the legend, Matt McElhone!
That is water, by the way. I just washed my hands. Hey, for real, clap it up for these guys. Clap it up for the Green Goddess letting this happen. That's uproarious. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm a little extra nervous tonight. You know what I mean? I was just like, I never performed in front of this many people before, and you know, it's called Eric Abbenante versus the world. It's like someone should have told the world. Other than the women showing their tits in the back, the audience is kind of like...
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I heard that you had your first walkout, and you mentioned that. You had your first walkout.
Yeah.
I was thinking about being your second walkout, just to, you know what I mean, just making record. First walkout, Cam Scataboo. No, what was her name? It wasn't Cam Scataboo. It was... Cat Abu, right? Cam Scataboo, though, he might be available. The Giants aren't using him right now. He might, you know. Cool. You know what I always start with that I can never start with here? I'll tell you guys. No, you know what? I won't. How about real quick, we give it up for those that serve us. Let's clap it up for the firefighters and the EMTs and the policemen. Yes, thank you. Are there any in here that we can thank individually? No cops or nothing? Okay.
Dispensary?
I'm trying to help Josh out, all right? So I still sell weed to my ex-wife, and I know I should quit, but she's so stupid, she's paying $30 a gram.
Whoa!
If you guys don't know how stupid that is, hit me up after the show. I got $20 grams. And I recognize that that's a horrible joke to tell at a dispensary. My current wife hates that joke, and she also hates being called my current wife, so... She's cool, but she's also super politically correct, which is hard for me sometimes as a comedian, you know? Like the other day, she was getting out of the shower, and I was like, "What's up, girl?" And she didn't like that very much. She said, "Don't call me that, it's infantilizing." And I was like, "Oh, my bad, baby." She was like, "It's fine, just work on it." And I could kind of tell she didn't get the joke, you know? So I doubled down on it. I was like, "I will, baby doll." And she said, "Stop it. You're being fucking childish." And I was like, "Wow, stop infantilizing me." And I haven't had sex ever since. So it was worth it, though. It was worth it. In my household, or excuse me, guys, in our household, I don't just put the toilet seat down for her, right? Like, I also put the lid down over it, so that my strong and independent woman has the opportunity to do half of the work. Whenever she's taking her beautiful shits or whatever. I feel like if you're the type of girl, and I'm saying it by the way, if you're the type of girl who repeatedly falls in the toilet because she doesn't realize that the toilet seat wasn't put down for her, this is bold, Denton, but I don't think you deserve the same amount of pay. And I'm not saying that women don't deserve the same amount of pay. I'm just saying if you literally can't tell that the toilet's... Anyways. Feels like a good... You know what I mean? You guys, you do a lot of political jokes. We talked about it before the show. I don't do a lot of political jokes. And I was like going through the Rolodex of old jokes that I used to do. And here's one that I used to do as a survey, which I'm sure is going to hit so well here. Quick survey. Are you guys Team Roe or Team Wade? Let's do it real quick. Ready? Clap it up if you're Team Roe. Okay, all right. Clap it up if you're Team Wade. No one wants to participate in the survey. Is it possible you guys just have no fucking idea which one of those is the side you're on? And if that's the case, is there any chance that you could stop posting about it to Facebook? Like, What if we just leave this up to people that have an idea of the court case? Fuck yeah, dude. I like doing shows for Eric. I think a lot of people give Eric shit for being an edgelord or whatever, you know what I mean? I think Eric's audience is one of the audiences that'll just let me like say whatever the fuck I want, you know what I mean? Mostly because they're not here. Yeah, and there's things that I'm allowed to say that I don't say at certain shows because of the perception of it, you know what I mean? Like, I got a 23andMe back recently, and it said that I was 0.8% Nigerian. Yeah, which, like, I'm pretty excited about, you know? So anyways, here goes my new inward joke. Skateboarding friend came up to me recently and said, guess what, Matt? I just mastered the inward heel flip. I said, the inward heel flip? Is that racist? He was like, no, what are you talking about? I said, well, let's back it up a second. What do the black skateboarders call it? He said, Matt, you fucking idiot. I mean inward. As in the opposite of outward. I was like, yeah, Jonathan, I know it's not outwardly racist. I'm just asking, like, overall. Hell yeah, dude, I bet that's gonna kill when you put the captions at the bottom. I had a kid a couple of years ago. The kid is 2.5 now. I say the kid like I'm not obsessed with him. He's like my world and everything, but yeah, I mean, I'll say it changed our life. I think a lot of people tell you that it's gonna change your life, but it's changed my life in ways way different than Hollywood or anywhere else tells you that it's going to change your life. You know what I mean? Like Hollywood tells you you're going to stop having sex. Well, I'm happy to say my wife and I are having just as much sex now, right? But it is a little different, you know what I mean? Like, she'll still put in a butt plug every once in a while. But now she calls it her stinky binky, which... yeah, it's gross. Like, I still send her a dick pic every once in a while, but now it's just like our son in the bathtub, which... yeah, we're going through a lot with him. Like, we had to stop listening to Nelly. His favorite song of all time was EI by Nelly. I don't know how familiar you guys are with Nelly's. Well, Nelly edited tracks. There was a period between 2000 and like 2008, like basically if your rap bragged about having a cell phone, then that time period decided that they, even on the edited version, weren't going to edit out the N-word. And I can understand why they did it. You know what I mean? You're allowed to say the N-word. You shouldn't be shamed for it, right? But it sucks when you have a white 2-year-old that's obsessed with your rap lyrics, you know? I can't tell you how many times we've been in the middle of Target or something. I've had to be like, next song, dude, next song. Now he's obsessed with the Black Eyed Peas, which is fantastic because they don't say the N-word, right? Cool. I don't remember where that joke goes. Yeah, what else is political in my set? Let's see. I'm trying to think of something political for you guys. I remember one time I was selling this strain of weed called Slurricane, and my wife, like I've already told you, super politically correct, was like, "Hey, you're not gonna sell that, right?" I was like, "Why? What are you talking about?" She's like, "It sounds like it was grown by white supremacists." I had to be like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean it sounds like... She's like, it's called Slurricane. Like, I don't think any of the Denton customers you have are going to want to smoke Slurricane and then get in trouble at school or whatever. I was like, honey, it's not... Listen, trust me, this was not... The Nazis were very into eugenics. You know what I mean? Like, the Nazis were all about gene editing and, like honestly, like, this... Slurricane is like right here. It's like not that good, you know? But if the Nazis sold it, right, this shit would have been like this good, you know? Would have been top shit. It would have been that Elon Musk shit, you know? It would have been that my heart goes out to you shit, you know? I got in trouble for passing a school bus recently before all the kids got off, and this officer was like, hey, you know why I stopped you, right? I said, no, I have no idea, sir. He said, well, you passed that school bus before all the kids got off. I said, listen, I saw a stop sign, so I came to a complete stop, and then I went. He was like, no, you have to wait till every kid gets off the bus, and then the bus takes off. You have to stay behind it. I said, I don't know, sir. I think you're thinking of a red light. He's like, no, if we used a red light, it would look like some kind of weird extension to the brake light. There would be a lot of confusion. I said, well, I'm confused right now. Like, where do we go from here? He said, all right, smart guy, what do you think we should put on the side of the bus? If the stop sign's so confusing, what should we put on the side of the bus? I said, I don't know, man, it's not my job, but maybe just like a picture of a wizard and it says like, you shall not pass. He was like, are there any drugs in the vehicle? I said, not to your knowledge. And then he laughed and let me off with a warning. Yeah, that joke's called white privilege. I'm addicted to dick pills. I've been trying to quit for a few months, but guys, it's just so hard. I was at a party on Friday, and Christopher Walken was doing his best impression of my father. And by that, of course, I just mean he wasn't there. So, that's right, guys. I'm a first-generation father. Okay. Gavin Newsom and I get along with that. I forget, I had a... Never mind. All right. Big fan of the Special Olympics. I do think it's fucked up. That's all we think special needs kids can do. You know what I mean? Run in a circle, throw a javelin. Fuck that, dude. They're capable of so much more. Right? Like, why don't we put a paintbrush in their hands and teach them art? You know? Or maybe we put an instrument in their hands and teach them music. Like, how much would you guys pay for an all special needs tribute band? With a badass name like, I don't know, like Syndrome of a Downs? Sped Zeppelin, you know? DM Extra Chromosome? I'm just spitballing. Bet they could spitball way better, right? I always wonder why songs don't come with sequels the way movies do, right? Like, I can't be the only one still wondering if DMX ever found out where the hood at. I think my favorite movie of all times, just to tell you guys a little bit about myself, my favorite movie of all time is the Ghostbusters movie, you know, the one from 2016 with all the women, right? That movie fucking slapped, right? Maybe we want to see more all-female casts. Maybe we want to see more feminine reboots, right? Like, I would love to see an all-female cast of, like, Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
I was like the Fast and the Furious growing up. Maybe we do Fast and the Feminists. Or Too Fast, Too Feminist, right? Fast and the Feminist 3, Tokyo Switch. Genders, right? Fast 4, women. All right, I'm going to stop. The rest of those jokes get progressively worse, just like the franchise. Fast 10, your seatbelts, because women are driving. All right, for real, that's the last one. Gotta think of something to end on real quick. I think it's fucked up that, you know, like, I've been drinking for a long time. You know, I was raised Irish Catholic. I was in the Army. I fucking do open mics a couple nights a week, right? Like, I could put them back, you know what I mean? I think it's fucked up that me and my wife are held to the same 0.08 standard. Right? Like, one time she had half a beer and then she got sideswiped by a guardrail. I guess what I'm like advocating for is that the DMV should just let us show up like shithouse hammered and take the driver's test. And then at the end of the driver's test, they like give you a breathalyzer and they say like, all right, this guy's a professional. They put it on your driver's license right there, like 0.16 for him, dude. Like with a little asterisk. It is weird that like we're in a dispensary. Do you know how many times I've been to comedy clubs and the comedians have snuck out to smoke weed? Yeah. It is so bizarre that here at this dispensary I gotta sneak out to like hit my flask. You know? Feels so backwards, but in the best of ways. I love it here. I'm gonna call it right there. Do I just come back here?
Yeah.
All right, Matt McElhone, thank you guys.
Thank you so much. Matt McElhone, one more time. I mean, that was wonderful.